What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Vincent Esposito, and today we're going to be going over 3 different ways to make cherries. Now, cherries for me were a staple growing up. Used to bring them to the beach, go outside in the backyard and go through like an entire bag of cherries. So I always really enjoyed having them. Weirdly, I never liked cherry flavored candies though, and still don't to this day. So cherries are a good source of vitamin C and vitamin A. They're also a really good source of potassium. Interestingly, their seeds or pits, similar to apple seeds, peaches, plums, apricots, they actually contain a compound known as amygdalin. And amygdalin breaks down in the stomach into hydrogen cyanide, which is a poisonous compound. Now, we will survive if you happen to accidentally swallow a pit from time to time. Just don't make a habit of it going forward. Now, obviously cherries are a huge hit in the summer because that's when they're in season. And you can actually do a lot with them other than simply just having them as a snack, although you can definitely do that too. So today we're going to actually be going over 3 different ways you can use cherries and hopefully find some creative inspiration along the way. So today we're actually going to be making a cherry and tomato salsa. We are going to be making a homemade granola for the first time, and we're going to put some fresh cherries into that. And we are going to make a cherry and orange quinoa salad with pinto beans and mint. So 3 very summery and bright recipes. So I hope at least one of these you find inspiring, and hopefully you give it a shot at home. Also, again, if you haven't heard yet, we've started our live point-based cooking classes, so you can find more information about those in the description below, and you could feel free to join me cooking every week. But let's stop wasting time. Let's get right into the video, and I will see you on the other side.
Okay, so we're going to start off with our granola today, and we're going to be making the mixture we're going to put on the granola to make it sweet. So we're going to have some almond butter, some maple syrup, some vanilla extract, some nutmeg, some cinnamon, and a little bit more almond butter, and we're just gonna mix that up. Now I added a little bit more almond butter because I did not want to make this too sweet. The recipe that I actually looked up called for about double the maple syrup, and I didn't want to add too much, so I added a little bit of extra almond butter to kind of give it that flavor. So going with our rolled oats, some chopped almonds, some roughly chopped almonds, and then we're gonna put our mixture right over it, and we're simply just gonna mix this up. So you want to make sure all your oats are coated pretty evenly. This is going to kind of ensure that they cook well in the oven. So you really want to make sure they're getting a good mix, that everything's kind of coated evenly. Then we're going to bake them in the oven, bake these oats in the oven for 325 degrees, 20 minutes. You want to flip them halfway so one side doesn't burn. So make sure you're turning them halfway. So let's move to our salad dressing. So we have a little bit of olive oil, less than a tablespoon, the juice of 1 orange, and the juice of a lime. And we're just going to add a little bit of salt, and we're going to give that a mix. And now let's build our quinoa salad. So we're going to add a cup of cooked quinoa, a few spoonfuls of cherries, some red onion, and this is about half of a red onion, and then our arugula. So this was a whole package of arugula, simply just washed it, adding that in, 1 small can of pinto beans, and a couple chopped oranges. Then we're going in with our dressing. We're going to mix this with some mint, and then we're going to give it a toss. So you'll notice the bowl was full when we started, and arugula wilts pretty quickly. So you'll notice how towards the end, all that arugula kind of wilts down, and that's just totally due to the dressing. So with that being the case, I would definitely recommend not adding the dressing until you know when you're about to serve. So let's make the cherry salsa. So we have a full cup of cherries. We have a cup of tomatoes, cherry tomatoes that were chopped, a can of corn, half of red onion. We're going to add some scallions, And we're going to add a mixture of parsley, mint, and cilantro. We're going to go in with a little bit of paprika, some garlic powder, some cumin, some black pepper, and some salt. Then we're going to go in with the juice of 1 lime. Going to make sure we get that all in. And we're going to give this a mix, and this will be what we have for our salsa. Now, if you want a brighter salsa, you probably don't need to add the cumin or paprika or the garlic powder. You could just go in with a little salt and pepper. It'll be a little bit brighter, a little bit almost fresher tasting. But I did want to go for that more kind of Southwest flair, so I added the cumin and paprika. And there you go today. So those are the 3 recipes that we are doing with cherries. So again, cherries are one of my favorite ingredients in the summer. If you like cherries too, I think you will enjoy these recipes. They're a lot of fun. They definitely go with a lot of things. There's spins on some, more common things like the salsa. The salad came out phenomenal. The granola was great too. So if you enjoy these, if you like these, give them a shot, post them on social media. And if you're interested, we are now hosting live cooking classes twice a week, every week. So if you're interested in that, there will be more information in the description below. And until then, take care, and I will see you next week.